My name is Stephanie Kalo, and I'm 24 years old. Originally, I was born in Tel Aviv, Israel, and moved here when I was about 3 years old with my family. This city has been a really big part of who I am and has really shaped me, and I'm a huge advocate for Winnipeg. From a very young age, my sister and I were encouraged to get involved in whatever way we could, whether that was every year doing a big donation to a women's shelter around the holidays, or we were too young to donate blood at the time, but going with our parents to make sure that we understood the importance of giving back to those who need it. In high school, my sister and I contacted Canadian Blood Services because we had been learning in school about the wide effect that stem cells can have on those who are sick. We ran a couple stem cell events all across the city that year. We joined the youth blood team at Canadian Blood Services, so really just showing up to donor recruitment events, volunteering, and getting the word out about the need for blood donation. Especially right now, after COVID, I think the need is greater than ever. I got involved with just debating and public speaking in middle and high school and really fell in love with it. I think it gave me the confidence that I have and sort of taught me how to articulate my thoughts and the value of what I had to say, that I did have a lot to say and what I had to say was important. I competed internationally all around the world at that time and then continued in university through a program called JDC West. 12 of the top universities across Canada come and compete for a weekend. Found out that the competition has actually never been hosted in Winnipeg in its 16-year history. So I approached the board of directors at the time and put in a formal bid to host the competition here. We were successful in securing the bid. Then of course COVID hit. So we pivoted to do the very first fully online competition. Of course, as we know, COVID kind of continued longer than we thought, so we ended up hosting 2 years in a row, which was the first time that's ever happened in the competition's history. And although it didn't come to Winnipeg in person, I do feel like that goal of showcasing our community and the university here was accomplished. My high school was very much science-focused, science-based, and so that seemed like the natural path to take. And so for years, I always said I was going to go into medicine. I wanted to be a dermatologist. I actually had a teacher approach me and say that he thought I would have a really good career in business. And so I thought about it, and I sort of just decided to take a chance and apply to Asper, to the business school here, and was accepted. And I think right away, like from the first day, I could tell that I was in the right environment for me. It felt right. It felt like it was the skills that I enjoyed using. Every year from then on, I ran and was elected to different roles on the student council, eventually becoming president. So I represented at that time the 1,800 undergraduate students at Asper, which was just such a privilege to do. What I learned is what you do outside the classroom is just as valuable, if not more valuable, than what you're doing in the classroom. So I currently work as a staff accountant at KPMG in Winnipeg. My goal is to get my CPA designation and then continue working. Down the line, I would love to start my own business of some sort and sort of lean on that skill set and that financial understanding, and hope to use it to give back to the community. I think the biggest piece of advice that I've learned and that I would give to anyone is just to start somewhere. With every failure or success, there's a lesson to be learned and there's something else around the corner. When you do spend the time to give back, I think you realize that the impact one person can have really is not to be underestimated.